chat window. Indeed it does. Alright. Well, hopefully there's not too much buffering or anything. I'll wait for testing. I'll wait for a few people to come in the chat. My phone is buzzing. It's weird, like I have a new smartphone now, so it looks like a lot. Like I look at my by the way, there's no sound right now just cuz the theme that plays at the title screen doesn't repeat for whatever reason. So but it should work. It looks like I'm so popular when I check my phone because it says 27 new interactions on Twitter, but anyone who uses Twitter a lot, like, I'd imagine doesn't have these kinds of notifications on their phone. Oh, you know what? I'm going to post this on the Doom World forum too, come to think of it. Solo? Yeah, so, well, this is one thing I actually wanted to talk about. I streamed James Dragon Maw Teiji Minis. I don't know how to pronounce his freaking name. Nice new page. Streaming all. Playing through all. Twitch.tv. Quiet phone. Okay. How do I see how many people are in the chat? Oh, okay. There's a few people. It says six people in the chat. It's a lot of the same people who watch my other streams. Okay. Hello. My voice sounds real quiet? Okay. I'll turn up the volume. Is this better? Is that better? Let me listen to how loud I am in the... Okay. Hello. My voice sounds real quiet? Okay. I'll turn up the volume. Is this better? Is that better? Well, we'll see. We'll just see how it pans out. I turned up the volume in the thingy. There's just like a lot of noise for some reason. I had to... I won't go into it. But I had to, like... The mixer I was using, I tripped and broke a cord that I had used to plug into my computer, and the pins of it broke off into the thing. So even though I had another cord, I can't even use that one. So I had to plug it in somewhere else on the mixer, and with the wire that's not as good, which means I think there's more noise from the mixer now. But it was just really frustrating if I hadn't have tripped, because I can't even get the pins out. Sure, why not? Yeah. And I'll put this video on YouTube and stuff. But you know, and everyone can always skip this part. I just wanted to make sure I had stuff set up. Where is the chat? Okay. You sound a lot better. Okay. Yeah, I just hate having so much noise. Because I have a decent microphone, but my audio setup on my computer is not great. I mean, I don't have like a, designated audio setup for it. But yeah, it looks like some people are watching. doesn't actually show me. Weird. Well, I don't care. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how far I'm going to get into this, but I've been feeling kind of depressed, so I figured I'd do this. So I already streamed James Dragon Maw played through this, and I was on Skype and talked to him, and he did a full playthrough. Only the first 2 parts are on YouTube for whatever reason. I don't know if he lost the videos or just never uploaded them. But so I'm going to concentrate more on like talking about the design and stuff, and I don't know, I just wanted to play through it again just to have something to put onto YouTube where, I directly talk about these. Like I talked about some maps already, but I'm kind of obsessed with this Doom mod, so I feel like it's good to sort of flush out, all my feelings about it, and just, get through that, and then I might also like I'm probably gonna try and do like a YouTube review thing where I review like weird games, and I might have a review just of this Doom mod on there too, so I'll feel satisfied and like I can move on with my life and not think about it anymore. But yeah, I was gonna write a piece about this too. I'll talk about it later. But I'm actually gonna play on Ultraviolence. I usually play on Hurt Me Plenty, but I can always lower the difficulty level. This mod isn't as hard as some are. If I'm playing one that I've never played before, I'll play it on Hurt Me Plenty. And I generally think that's a good skill level. Are you gonna be jumping around levels? No. I'm just gonna try and play through, level to level. Most of the levels, like, there's something worth talking about. There are a few that maybe not so much, but I think like this mod holds up pretty well overall, and there are levels that I never talked about from it. So without further ado, here we go. Hopefully so this is a very odd thing to see right at the beginning. I don't know how they did this, actually. It's some kind of hack for... I'm going to turn the volume down on my computer. Like boom hack or something. Like, you can have the character sprites, like voodoo doll dummies display pretty easily. But I don't know how they got it stuck in this. They probably maybe just had a sprite replacement and they used this like dying sprite and just kept it here. But this is the first thing that you see, and it looks like there's some other like Doom mods from the 90s that have this aesthetic of like, it's all like chrome steel, whatever. They're trying to look like realistic environments. That carpet pattern makes it look a little bit stranger, but it kind of reminds me of that. It has this kind of, like we're trying to recreate some kind of realistic environment with Doom textures feel to it. Except for this, like this is the kind of weird part about it. Alright. That hurts me. I think that's the only way, I think that's the only way to make that thing go away. I'm not sure, but anyway, I took a lot of damage from that. And now I have to fight Nazis, so yeah, I'm fighting real-life Nazis. So there are Nazis in this game. This game is a Russian Doom mod. It feels very maybe politically resonant right now. I was gonna write a piece on this and talk about. There's this movie by this BBC documentarian Adam Curtis called Hypernormalization that came out right before the election, and he talks a little bit about Trump, but it and like political, current political stuff. But he also talks about you see this is like a realist. This makes me think of like there's a level in Perfect Dark called Air Force One is like an airplane level that's kind of boring. You wander through it, but I need a wait, what? Oh, I didn't even know about that. You learn something new. Let's see if I can find that. Yeah, you can see the edge of the plane here. The wings right there. And he talks about like Soviet era Russia in like the Soviet Union in like the 70s and 80s, and how, you know, people kind of knew that like things were not right, but everyone kind of pretended that everything was okay. And he calls that like hypernormalization, but he references specifically like can't get through that door. He references specifically the book Roadside Picnic by the Strugatsky brothers, which inspired the movies, or which is the movie Stalker is based off of, and also the video game Stalker, which is based off the movie, kind of resembles that too. And the general sense is that like reality is always breaking down, like and people's familiarity, like the zone is this place in the universe of Stalker or Roadside Picnic, where the rules of reality are changed, and you can't sort of proceed normally anymore, and every sort of... Can I turn down the game a bit? Okay, sure. Is that better? Anyway, let me know. See Nazis out on the plane wing here. Let's not die. Oh god. The like getting hit sounds are hilarious in this mod. Like some of the custom sounds are really like kind of weird and just off, like just so over the top. It's like the kind of stuff that, like, you know, a brutal Doom mod by like a 12-year-old like they would do. But that's not a door. Gives you a Twilight Zone vibe. So yeah, there's like these podiums, pedestal thingies here, which is kind of at odds, you know, with the rest of the environment. Not too unusual in Doom, because people have, you know, reconfigured these things a billion times, but you can see that those things are like, you know, hell is infiltrating this plane. It becomes very apparent right here. So I don't know if in the the zombies, or these are supposed to be Hellspawn, or people who were like captured on this plane. The zombie men that were in that cage. I don't know. If I go through that door over there, I will beat the level, which I don't want to do quite yet. So let's go through this portal. This game actually lets you go through the portal, and we will see this at the very end of the game. So it's kind of cool that you get to see this area right now. I think this hurts. Yeah, this hurts you. It's an Ankh symbol. I haven't thought much about the symbology of this. Goat wad. What does that mean? Anyway, that just sends me back through there. Where did Mr. Oh, okay, there we go. I don't know how to get that red key. See, this is one of those things where... oh, there we go. Yeah, it gives me a key that I already have. Well, theoretically, I guess. I'm gonna go back. I've never seen this secret. Sounds lewd. You mean the guard sounds? What did I open up? Is it this? Not that. Mysteries. It's so friggin' these Russian... Oh, now that door doesn't open anymore. I literally have no idea what I opened up either. These frickin' I guess Ukrainian, half of it is theoretically Ukrainian because the author Azamail is of half the maps in this set is Ukrainian. So, all right. I have no idea what I opened up, or if anything, honestly. Very strange. That was a weird little secret. Like, it gives me these 3 keys here. Yeah, I was talking about hypernormalization. I'll get back to that in a second. What I find weird is, you know, it's just giving me these 3 keys and they're not particularly useful. There's just a lot of stuff, it's like, it doesn't really serve a, any, like, practical purpose. Oh, and let's not miss what it says here. Absolute life transformation. That's what ALT stands for. And this is this portal that has appeared with all these, like, you know, all these symbology, like this pentagram, this Ankh thing. I'm not sure what that is. Someone might have to tell me. It's like all these, maybe it's all these, like, different concepts are coming in. I don't know. Let's get this health right here and not die. Oh, what? I don't know what I just did. Oh, okay. Bloody computer. But yeah, so, oh gosh. I picked that up. Oh shit! What the fuck happened? I don't know. The plane crashed, I guess. I missed a secret too. I love this intro screen theme. It's like weird and jazzy. Kind of makes me think of like Blade Runner or something. Someone will have to like identify where these MIDIs are from. There's some that I know, but most of them that I don't. They're not like credited or anything. So here's the wreckage of the plane. So yeah, the plane crashed. It happened all very suddenly. You know, I walked in. So I walked into that room. I picked up that soul sphere, and there were a bunch of guards. I got hit a bunch, and things exploded, and then I got teleported back to the beginning of that map where I was looking at myself dying and just died. And most of the... I like that I've gotten people obsessed enough about this to extract the MIDIs and get info where it's actually from. I don't think there would be this air of mystery around this mod if not for the fact that it was, you know, done by Russian map creators, and, you know, even though some of them have become more active on Doom World, there's definitely like a language and cultural barrier, which makes it a lot more difficult. But the Ian Curtis documentary, okay, so I talked about this in a video. I have it online. It's in the Doom mixtape thing. I talked about this map a lot, so I wonder, like, this is like a thing that, so I played one of Azamail's maps earlier and like streamed and talked about the design, and there's just like a lot of really weird texturing choices and details here, and there's this thing of like, this is supposed to denote like a key area, but it's used as a detail here. I can't really tell you what the purpose of that is, but I like this little lighting detail. I like this level. This level kind of like, you realize how kind of nice and pretty it looks after playing it, because it looks kind of like ugly at first, and I think that's that's how I see this entire like WAD. Is it seems kind of ugly and weird at first, and then you kind of start to see the beauty in it after a certain point. Okay, there's nothing there. There's a lot of like little traps or little secrets by running upstairs in particular parts. This level is pretty easy too, which I actually like. I wish more maps were sort of designed this way, more with the exploration in mind. So obviously this is part of the plane that's crashed. Yeah, so the thing with hypernormalization is he talks about the zone, and the zone is this, area where reality has sort of, the rules of reality don't really apply anymore, and like, he says that he basically suggests that we live in the zone now, our reality has sort of become this. But I think it's something that I realized from watching this documentary that is very like much a part of like Russia and Eastern European culture, this kind of feeling like authority or reality is kind of broken down and you can't really exactly trust anything, and things are falling apart, and this whole sort of WAD, I guess you could say, takes place in the zone. But this is a theme that you see a lot, especially in like Russian like video games, like those Ice Pick Lodge games like Pathologic, and then Stalker, and there's a game called Vangers that I played through a little bit of that also has that. So it's obviously a common theme, but I think it like there's some insight to be gained from this kind of thing, because it's the reality that so many of us are living in now. I don't know. Of course, there's so much shit about Russia in the news right now. I really don't think it's very useful to invent an evil superpower that that is shadowy and responsible for all the bad things, because I think you'll be disappointed in the end. I mean, in the US, we've done so much shit as a country that I don't think we have much room to talk. Not saying that things are great in Russia, but that's sort of how I feel about that stuff right now. This is Jimmy said, I think map 11 is one of the best I played this year. Yeah, map 11 has a lot of interesting ideas in it. I think that one goes on a little bit too long for my taste. Like, there's some areas that are just kind of extraneous, but it's a really good map, and I think it's one of the first ones that really stands out. It's the first one of the first that really stood out for me when I played this. Let's see if I can punch this guy to death. It's always fun to do that without Berserk. So yeah, this is basically the wreckage of the plane crash. The sky is this kind of bleak gray color. And there's a lot of these kind of little subtle shadows that you might not notice right away, but actually adds a lot to the detail. There's a lot of these cutouts on the walls too. I don't know why the Azamil maps have a lot of this detail. I guess it's just to feel like more organic or something. Like it definitely makes it feel less square and boxy, even though this is like very boxy in a way. Like you could probably make this look less boxy, but yeah, there's this pirate ship. I think somebody spawns here. Yep. even notice that. God. Yeah, the sounds were definitely a point that a lot of people did not like when this came out, and I don't blame them, but I feel like they fit in a weird way. So we can go down here if we're feeling clever and not dying. Jesus Christ. There we go. This actually this just goes into shadow here. It doesn't go anywhere. This actually is an area that we'll see on the next map. So I really like the continuity between these maps. There's a lot of effort put into that. And this is actually the exit of this map. Or maybe the exit of the next map? Anyway, this is the exit, but it's like it's not actually the exit. It looks exactly like the exit. There's a replica version. But that's exactly what the exit looks like. I've said this before in the video that I did, but I kind of like that you, in order to get to the sides, which is what you need to do to proceed in this map, you have to jump onto this plane. If I can actually do this. And then jump off the plane onto this. So it takes a little while to figure out that that's what you need to actually do. And this hallway, which will also come back. Actually, this whole level, or a large part of this level, comes back later in this one. And I really like these shadows here. So right now we're just, we've seen all this before. We're just kind of... We're just kind of staying on the rim of the level right now. There might be a secret to get over here. I don't actually know. I'm never good about secrets. Like, I always forget. Let me grab that. Even though it's a waste of time, because I have to go all the way back over here now. I could always no-clip. There are some instances where I feel like it's worthwhile to do that here, just because it's annoying to go back up this plane, onto this plane thing. The pirate thing is like the logo for the Doom modding clan that made this clan BOS, which doesn't exist anymore, but a lot of those authors are still doing stuff. Yeah, so you sort of have to hitch a ride onto the side here. I mean, like, this is all very, what's the word? Familiar and happy territory for me, that the idea that you sort of have to fight against the environment to proceed, because that's kind of, oh my god. Okay, screw it. That's kind of one of the themes of the, I'll go back down there to get that ammo box, to be legit. That's one of the themes of the game Problematic that I made a while back. Yes, you're not supposed to jump. I know. I'll be legit here and actually fall down onto the thing. There we go. I needed to do that to get the secret anyway. Some people might call this tedious. I would not disagree with them, but I think it's cool. I mean, I think it's cool that they're taking advantage of limited features in the Doom engine to kind of, use your movement cleverly to pick up secrets. It shows that, who made this is putting a lot of thought into it. So the first 5 levels are by Azamail, who's the one from Ukraine, who's did 16 out of the 32 levels. And as far as I know, he's not making Doom stuff anymore. I don't really know what he's doing. Somebody actually made a thread on Doom World saying, like, asking if he was dead or something, because of how things are in the Ukraine, but people said that he's still active, so... This WOD really is kind of the definition of, like, a cult classic. It's very, I think it... See, I can just kind of phase through this right here. That's a little secret. I don't think a lot... You know, some people liked it, but I think a lot of people didn't really understand what this thing was all about. Oh my god, okay. I think hopefully it'll become more apparent as I play through more of this why exactly, you know, I'm obsessed with it and why I sort of keep coming back to it, because I played a lot of games, and, you know, even the first time I played this, I was intrigued by it, but I didn't, like, I didn't really, like, you know, see it as being this amazing thing, and it took a while for me to kind of understand what was really working about this. Okay, I'm just gonna id clip up here, so I'm gonna try and get the secret legitimately, but this is such a pain in the ass to do. Oh my god. See, I've done it before, but it's a real fucking pain. Probably supposed to... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. I'm okay with that kind of secret, because, you know, if you're just clever about where you... It is hard to do air movement in this game, so any secret around that can be kind of iffy, but... There we go. Yeah, and this teleports me back here. That's what's supposed to happen. Cool. I don't even know where some of the other secrets are. This is just like this is just like a room, you know, this is like a Doom WOD room. It doesn't look particularly strange. There's crates, and it actually looks kind of under-detailed by modern map standards, but there's something off about it, and I think the lighting here kind of calls attention to that. Even though this is kind of a bland-looking room, you know, something seems different. This hallway seems too big, and the lighting makes it seem unnecessarily dramatic. I was saying this before when I played through his two maps on Sacrament as a male, but there's a lot of doors that just don't work. Like, on that particular map, there were very few doors. Like, almost all the passageways you went through were not doors, and there were a lot of doors, but none of them worked. But that kind of echoes some of the themes. The fact that this is a Doom mod is, I think, makes, and it's coming in with the vocabulary of, you know, Doom mods, kind of makes it. all the more strange. There's like guts and stuff here in here. It's dark. This feels like you're infiltrating into something. I like these little stairs here too. That's actually kind of a nice touch. So you can go back there. There's a lot of like little things that, you know, this is both like goes well with the environment and actually I don't think this WOD gets credit for like it actually. I've played a lot of things that are interesting but inaccessible, and I feel like this WOD is actually pretty accessible in a lot of ways. Some of the puzzles are kind of, you know, like why did you do that? I feel like there's oftentimes quite a bit of accessibility in these levels. I don't know what these are. They look like switches, but they're not. So like part of the like BOS thing. Yeah, there's an interesting thing going on here that'll come up later, I guess, in map 3 is like, there's this like weird Duke Nukem meme that comes back a few times. And it seems like a really stupid, homophobic joke. And actually, one of my friends, James, told me that one of the authors of the maps who used that got like mad when he pointed that out. Like, it's weird. Like, I don't really understand. I don't really get the whole thing with Russia and its homophobia. I think it's pretty stupid. And I choose to ignore it because I don't really give a shit. You know, I don't really give a shit if that's what they, you know, if that's what they think. But it just seems like there's other stuff going on when it comes up, at least in the next map, the first time it comes up. So I'll talk more about it. But I thought about that a lot. I thought about that too because I follow like this offshoot of Vaporwave called Hard Vapor, and the whole thing is kind of like Russian and Soviet aping, sort of taking that like aesthetic. And some of the people who follow me on Twitter are also like seem to have some either ironic or non-ironic neo-Nazi like sympathies, and it's very strange to me. I don't really get it, and I choose not to think about it too much. But yeah, gay Nukem. That's what I'm talking about. I like this lift here that comes up. It's a good sound. Now let's go back to chain gun. Make him do the chain gun cha-cha. If you ever read the Doom manual, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know where the other secrets are in this map. Secrets in this water are quite mysterious. There are some maps with insane amounts of secrets. It does make it feel like more deep and detailed, because oftentimes like the secrets kind of expand on the overall narrative. But yeah, here's the exit, and we're going back through, and we get the doors that don't fucking work. So we're gonna see this door that doesn't fucking work next map. I don't care about that guy. Another lift coming down. Okay, no, okay. I was right. This is the area where the exit is. And this is opened up now. You see it on the next map, that's right. So yeah, that was the exit. Even though we were able to get over here earlier, this hadn't opened up, so... we're seeing the same thing, but from a different angle. Notice I didn't... Notice I didn't open the door. Like it just exits when I get to the door. There's a lot of things like that. They're very subtle, you know. I love this friggin' theme. Adamine, if you actually did export the midis and see if they were tagged, like if you have information about what they're from, I would be interested to know. So initially this was one of my least favorite maps. I almost felt like this is... You hear something exploded. A lot of these maps begin with like things exploding or doors that are having malfunctioning, or you know, it's kind of like you're struggling to get through the next area. I like the way that the switch is textured too. You have to do a lot of texture alignment to get switches and things like this. And now I can't get back through this door. A point of no return. This is the Hell Knight that it assumed that I killed earlier. And this was the area from the previous map with that big staircase that I came down. I really like that room. I didn't mention it before because there's too much stuff going on. The shapes of the rooms are really strange, and there's a lot of like height variation. So we already went through this area before. Oh, and there's an arch file somewhere. I don't know where this arch file is, actually. I would assume that like a lot of these are just like Adamine. I would assume that a lot of these midis are just like pop songs or like metal songs, because there's one that's like a Fatboy Slim track. This is the area that was darkened before that we can go to now, and this is the this is the exit of the previous map, but this wall is higher now, so you can't go over it. You can't see that. You can only barely see the plane, and that's it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I guess some of the value of this WAD is the psychological horror thing. I mean, I've talked about that somewhat, but I haven't used that terminology specifically. But it does like, not in terms of necessarily explicit design, but it does remind me of Silent Hill at times. This is a city map. In the like format of Doom 2, but it's kind of a weird city map. I don't like it as much as any of the other first 5 maps, and I almost have a feeling that this was done before some of the other ones, but it's still a good map. I've come to like it more. I really like the shadowing here. This is partly what makes it look a lot more spooky and ominous. So this is like a reasonably conventional Doom map, but has some strange things going on in it. A lot of like lifts and things are activating. I have no idea what some of these sounds are. A lot of like explosions. Like you could just have like a lot of enemies in the background, like moving around and activating things. The sound doesn't seem to go away though. That's kind of interesting. Oh, I have so much frickin' shotgun ammo, I didn't even know it. These doors that have holes cut out of them. I'm not supposed to go there, so I won't, but... Oh, pumping station, okay. Wow, I know I recommended this to you, Adamine, but it seems like you play through this a lot now. I don't remember this particular map as well, I think, just because I haven't played it quite as much. Alright, you got this clock here. It's nice, like, the honored pastime of stealing sprites from other games. Always truly wonderful. This is a Doom mod that really couldn't have been made any other time but, like, you know, post 2007 or 2008 or so. I mean, just with the sort of familiarity and vocabulary of the levels, the features of the engines that are being used. So this is not something that, even though it's a Doom mod, this is not something that could have come out in the mid-90s, around the time that Doom was popular, or even, like, you know, in the same era of Doom, which kind of gives it a weird nostalgic vibe, like you're going back and seeing something from a different angle this time. Yeah, if you guys know the Sandy Peterson levels from Doom 2 particularly well, I'd say this is the most similar to those kind of levels, you know, where you go to one area, you do a thing, and then you go to another area, etc., etc. Sometimes you warp randomly between them, sometimes there's traps. This kind of has that setup. So even though there's, like, a lot of weirder stuff, and the texturing and environments are kind of more quote-unquote realistic, it still sort of has that setup. Let's fall down in this pit just to do it. Oh, okay. Right, I remember this area. Oh, he's stuck here. Excellent. I have no idea why they changed the sprites for the Revenant rockets just into fireballs. I don't really know the point of that, but whatever. It's fine. There's an archvile here somewhere. We heard one earlier. Might have actually been this one. Ooh. Okay, right. That's where I came from. So it kind of doesn't matter. You have to dive into the pit. There's a lot of so I've been watching Robert Yang's Half-Life 1 videos recently, and I definitely recommend them. Like, he's very detail-oriented, but he has a lot of that experience. Like, he worked on Black Mesa Source, and he talks about, you know, the design and details of the environments, and it's really good. I definitely recommend. His channel is... I'll type it in the... Actually, I'll type it now. Well, maybe I'll type it later, actually. I won't disturb playing, but I love these staircases here. Azamail, this author, is so good at stairs. Like, he uses stairs so well. Like, look at this. Look at this fucking thing. Look at that. It's really, it's like abstract art. Like, but the funniest thing is, like, you know, there's a lot of things like weird art video games where you wander around and you see one weird thing and another thing, and I love that shit, like, a lot. And people are doing that now with VR. They used to do it with CD-ROMs back in the day. But this is kind of like that, except it's also a Doom mod, and it has game design in it. Like, it has enemies, and you run around and you fight stuff. And it actually manages to do both, like, pretty successfully. And I just, like, that sort of combination, that's what I find, like, so unique about this. That sort of combination you don't really see. I know this raises up at some point. Yeah, I'm having a lot more fun with this map now, I think, now that I don't know, I just played through it so many times. Here's the clan BOS symbol written in blood. I remember this hallway for some reason. I mean, I remember most of this map, but for some reason that hallway is familiar to me. I guess these like weird teleporters and doors. You know, when what I loved about the first Doom was all just the really strange environments, especially in episode 2, where you wander around and these teleporters don't work, I guess. But I can go through this one. But yeah, you wander around, there's just these weird environments that are kind of surreal, and they kind of connect slightly non-linearly to each other. And this isn't exactly the same thing, but it does bring back that style of design, because I always remember being really disappointed that that there weren't enough other sort of Doom mods that really took that. Given how many Doom mods there are out there, there weren't a lot that I felt like took that style of design. So here's another hallway that looks very similar, but is actually a different hallway. Fighting these guys with a shotgun is a bitch. Okay. Okay, we got more chain gun ammo, so that's good. I'm actually doing really good on health. I'm sure once I say that, that won't be true anymore. I'm gonna take a pause for a second. Just see if anyone replied on the... Oh, some people favorited and retweeted, so that's cool. Oh, it looks like there's 21 people watching. Nice. Yeah, feel free to comment in the chat with any impressions or anything, by the way. I always feel so, you know... Oh! Right, okay. So here we are, mirror of the previous room. That happens a lot of times in this mod. And this will get us the... pretty generous with health so far. Admittedly, I've played this before, but still. No super shotgun or anything yet, but still. Alright, so we gone there. Still haven't gotten a key or anything. And I don't know where that arch file is. I know there's a rocket launcher in this map somewhere. We haven't gone to the other section of this level yet, though. There's a lot of hordes of zombie men in this. Oh, yeah, these details are really nice, by the way. I don't always comment on them, but there's a lot of details like this in the WOD. I mean, having a lot of details in a contemporary Doom WOD is not anything even vaguely unusual. Oh, yes, please fight them. That's great, actually. I don't have that much ammo. I want to watch these guys fight. Having a lot of details in modern Doom mods is not really an unusual thing. Like, it happens a lot. Even this back area here has, like, shadowing in it. I don't know if I ever even go back there. It's just there to hold cacodemons. So having a lot of details isn't necessarily unusual at all, but the details actually add to the environment, and I think oftentimes in more contemporary Doom mods they don't. This is a very simple room here, but it's very effective because you don't really know what's coming here. Like, what is this? Like, it's a crate area. Anything could open up here. I don't hear monsters right now, but that doesn't mean that they won't come out. And there's barrels here. Like, this seems like a very kind of suspicious area. Shadows are manually placed, yeah. You can do all the light. You can control the light levels completely by yourself. Well, you have to. That's the only way to do it. It's sector by sector. There's like very little that is dynamic in this game. Here are these mystery switches. He really likes his mystery switches. We haven't seen this, but this reminds me that there's an area like this in downtown map 13 of Doom 2, and maybe another map too, this like central area, but now it's filled with flaming barrels. So we're just gonna hit these switches, and I'm sure we're gonna have to fight some baddies, but I don't care. Let's blow that up. We needed this ammo, so that's, or rather, I needed this ammo. That still didn't open up, though. Oh, neither of these did. See, you think that, like, you think these are gonna open up, but they don't. They might open up later. There's a lot of stuff where, a lot of, like, expectation, you get thrown off. Like, you think something's gonna happen, and it doesn't. That might seem like bad design to some people, but I actually think it's the opposite of that. I think it's very advanced. Because it means it knows that you're expecting these things and it doesn't do them. See, this is just a nice detail here. This environment maybe isn't that great, but the fact that when you go upstairs it's much brighter and it's kind of dark down here is just a nice detail. Ooh. Oh, okay, I remember that. I remember fighting a Revenant in here. This room, because of the Nazi flags, and I think there's a key here too. Yeah, so this is the first time it's like kind of making you fight these guys in close quarters, knowing that you can't really get out, but it has this like door here that's just hanging for cover, which I find really funny. So the Nazi stuff actually has use, like a purpose in this game, because this is a weird detail right here. I love this though. This texture is actually really good right here because it makes it feel a lot less kind of strange and barren. It feels like more detailed here. The Nazi stuff kind of makes sense because part of the explicit story of this game is that your character... What is in here? Oh, I don't know what the point of that room was. Oh, now I can't go there. Oh, okay, it opens up here. I see. Is that the SS guys hijacked that plane on the first level? Oh my god, this is bad news for me. I don't know when I saved, so... Well, I survived. We'll save just to be... I deserved that with my shoddy playing. I think there's more health back somewhere that I wasn't able to pick up before that I can pick up now. But maybe I'm wrong about that. But yeah, Nazis hijack your plane. So that's part of the narrative. This is supposed to be during World War II, I think. You would think this would do something. Maybe it does. Who knows? I love this room here, this area. It's very memorable to me. Okay, here's the infamous Duke Nukem. Now, you guys tell me what you think about this, because I'm curious to hear your opinions. Because when it comes back, I think it's more just a homophobic joke. But here, I'm not so sure. Or a transphobic joke, rather. Yeah, maybe it is a transphobic joke. Maybe I'm thinking too much about it. I just don't get the point of this. Like, why put that in there? Well, okay, so there it just says hot, 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 right? And then like it says like gay Nukem or something in one of the other levels that's not by Asamail. So I don't really get the point of this. I don't get like if it's supposed to be like your character like thinks it's sexy, but it's actually confusing him or something. I really don't know. I'm gonna try not to think about it too much because I like the rest of this WAD too much, but I don't know if anyone has any other interpretation that isn't just like, I just don't get the point of like why you would do things so intentionally in so many other ways and then sort of have just a random joke like that in there. And that's what kind of makes me want to believe that there's another purpose for it. I don't know. I mean, if the authors ever see this and they get mad at me for calling them out on it, I don't really fucking care, you know? Because if it is a joke, it's stupid, but... Besides, I've done more to talk up your fucking WAD than anyone else, so don't get mad at me. Anyway, yeah, I like, you know, dealing with this stuff, I really don't care to some extent what the intentions are, because I'm not going to let it ruin my experience, you know. Maybe none of the designers of this or any other Doom WAD thought that, like, you know, some trans woman in America would play this WAD and feel like, oh, this is really great, this really speaks to me, so they don't even think that someone like me would, you know. But that's, reality is strange sometimes. You just have to accept it, so comes at you fast. Yeah, here's the area I was talking about. There's no real point of going here. Wait, maybe there's a... Oh, yeah, ha ha ha. I did it. Nice. That's actually a good introduction for the super shotgun. I like that. I totally missed that before. Yeah, I like that. See, you did... I don't know, I'm discovering new things every time. As much as, like, you know, I talk about the possible homophobia in this, he really doesn't seem to like Christianity very much. There's a lot of well, I talked about it in that wood prison map, but you know, in cultures like, I guess, Russia, Christianity is, you know, real official religion right now, and there's a lot of jabs at Christianity. I mean, like, part of, like, Pussy Riot's whole thing is kind of going against the church. Admittedly, like I said, this author is Ukrainian, so I don't know what the differences are, but all the other authors are Russian, so... Where was that extra ammo? I'm looking for, like, fucking, yeah, like a tiny clip. That's kind of worthless. Adamine says that the poster feels like a jab at Duke Nukem for whatever reason. Yeah, I just don't really get why. I mean, Duke Nukem... I don't know, it's weird. This seems like a conspicuous hallway. Yeah, okay. Oh, we'll get to the bloody classroom. That's right. I think the bloody classroom is right up here. Look at this. Look at this. Nice. See, this kind of stuff is why I want to call my, like, YouTube review channel. Okay, and this is where we got the key, that previous area there. Seems kind of a lot less scary from here. That's why I want to call my YouTube channel the video game Blood Zone. This kind of blood, this kind of, like, just weird shit. Not the, like, you know, Fallout 3 people blow into bits kind of stuff. That kind of stuff is stupid to me. Hi, BZ Plasma. Oh, I'm being hosted now. Thank you. Going about an hour, I think, so we'll try and go about 2 hours probably. I don't know, like map 6 would be a good stopping point, I think. I don't know if we'll get there because map 6 takes a long time. 4 is short and 5 is longer, so here's the evil classroom. Yeah, this guy really has it out for institutions, huh? Like, the most evil place is the classroom in this map. Oh wait, no, this is like this is a church. Well, that's great. I don't know where I actually saved. Okay, that's not too far. That's not too far. Thank God. Oh, saw me streaming the... Yeah, I plan to finish the, that Japanese, community project stream at some point. I just forgot about it. Did I hear some... Oh, that was weird. Thought I heard something. Alright. Back to the blood zone. Ultimate MND. What is Ultimate MND? NMD, sorry. Oh, nice. 285 Doom Wands completed under my belt. Almost 300. That is way more than I've ever completed. I can say that. I have probably 10. Probably more than that. I played a lot of Doom Wads. I just don't finish a lot of Mega Wads in particular. Oh God. What was I thinking? That's how I died before. I didn't notice those guys. I already got the chainsaw here, so this is like a church and a classroom, kind of. Like, there are books, and there's also kind of an altar, and there are pews. This is like a big TV screen. This guy doesn't like church or school very much. That's all I can say. There are a lot of terrible Doom wads. It's true. You know, as with any modding community, anyone that's active especially, there's a lot of junk in there. Because anyone can make a wad, you know? And I like that, but... Because it means that stuff like this comes out that's just totally out of left field. But... yeah, there are a lot of bad Doom wads. Oh, okay. There are a lot of bad Doom wads out there for sure. The backpack is actually really good right now. That's a really good thing to get early on. Once you get it once, it kind of doesn't matter anymore, but getting it once is nice. Oh, I was here before. Oh, right, I warped up here, but I never went downstairs. See, this is what, yeah, this is that kind of Sandy Peterson shit I'm talking about. I never actually knew that I was in this area. Because I never went downstairs. I didn't even think about it. I just went straight from, like, I think I got teleported here to teleport over there. Those boxes look kind of like confessionals. Yeah, I can see that. Kind of. Except they were bookshelves. This definitely looks like some kind of classroom. Oh, and is that toxic waste outside? I can't oh, no, it's grass. Okay. Ultimate NMD. Okay. I'll check that out. I liked, what was it called? For like classic Doom 1 kind of stuff, I liked, it actually came out recently. Oh, I haven't gone up here either. It's by Zazer and Natural 20. I forget the name. Just came out recently. No, this is Alt. The WoD that I'm playing right now is Alt. Oh, I should change the name. Yeah, let me actually do that right now before I forget. No, not that. Sorry. Okay. Alt. I'll just put alt.wad. Done. Cool. Another backpack, but I already picked one up, so... Oh, let's bring up the chat again. Hi, Skybo. Yeah, this one is pretty weird, BZ Plasma. It's my favorite Doom WoD. It's very abstract, artsy, kind of psychological horror-y in places. Some people really like it, some people really don't. People like Tarnsman fucking hate this WoD. I really love it personally. It's one of my favorites. It's a little, maybe a little puzzly for some people. I don't know. I don't feel like it's that puzzly. There are some puzzly parts though. There are some maps that are kind of hard to wrap your brain around at first. Nothing like, I don't know, I play puzzle games, so I don't find it to be particularly intense at all, but some people might. Look at all these corpses over here. Yeah, I mean, there's very little likelihood that Tarnsman will ever watch this YouTube channel, so I can be a little rude. I haven't been very active. I haven't been checking the Doom community very much lately. I like this room, by the way. It's like a slot, like a freezer, meat freezer, torture room. They like torture people in the classrooms, I guess. I guess that's what's going on. I wouldn't be surprised. You know how those things are. Scarecrow says, "I love the music." Yeah, it's pretty good selection. I don't know what a lot of it is. I don't actually know how to get over here, and it kind of kills me because I always just miss it. There must be some sort of teleporter that I can go up to that ledge and fall down here and get this. But it is maddening. I don't know where it is. Okay. I don't know what's over here, but I can go through here now, so. Okay, I'm pretty far through this map now. Oh my god. Faraway chain gunners are the bane of my existence. This is quite Unloved-esque. Yes and no. Yes, in that it is a narrative. No, in that the maps are kind of bigger. They're more kind of exploration. There's just kind of more going on. There's a lot more variation in this than there is in Unloved. I'd say that's really the difference. I'm not like a huge fan of Unloved, even though I really like the concept, but maybe I just haven't played it through enough. I personally like this better. Cause it's like somewhere in between like a Doom, you know, a Doom, conventional Doom Megawad and something like more kind of weird and artsy. And I like that combination. Yeah, Unloved is centered in a single house. Yeah, like I said, it's similar. Oh god, I have like no health. I'm gonna do the popular Doom streaming thing and save with like 3% health. Yeah, it's similar in that it is like a psychological kind of thing, but it's less kind of explicit about what it is. I really want that freaking. It would be awesome if you could climb up these shadows. Because they have to do like little indentations out from the wall in order to make these shadows. You can't really do that otherwise. But it would be cool if you could actually climb them. I don't think I can get over there, unfortunately. I really would like that Megasphere right now. That would be really nice, wouldn't it? But no, instead I have to fight these guys. Oh, I didn't even see that guy. Good thing I just saved. I think Unloved had sort of a Silent Hill 4 premise. I couldn't say, like, exactly. I died again. I don't know where that guy is. Does Doom play differently in the widescreen format? Maybe a little bit. I mean, it plays differently. You know, it plays differently in modern resolutions. I mean, this isn't explicitly, you know, Doom. I'm not, like, a real purist about that stuff. This isn't, like, you know, this isn't really Doom anyway. Oh, there you are. In a way, this isn't really Doom anyway. It's a WAD that was made in 2012, so it's gonna be different. Oh my god. Alright. I wish I didn't have 3 health. Oh my god, that guy sucks at hitting me. Okay. There's gotta be some way for me to get this. Oh, I can't go back down here. I'm gonna fall down. I'm gonna see if I can get that Megasphere. Because... oh my god, do I need that right now. Jesus Christ. There's like no way I can get that from here. Yeah, the lift moves like way too fast for that. I never played the original Doom. I definitely recommend it. It's better than Doom 2, in my opinion. Doom 2 has some interesting ideas. Unfortunately, you need Doom 2 to play most Doom mods. But I think Doom 1 is better, and I think a lot of people do agree with me on that. Fuck it, let's just do this. Why not? Let's get a little crazy here. I still don't know how to activate that, even though that went down. That is a mystery. It's gonna kill me because I have like no health. Oh my god. That was stupid. Yeah, the level design is much better in Doom 1. It is absolutely 100% correct. Doom 2 is just kind of rushed. A lot of Megawads really follow the Doom 2 format, and Doom 2 has the added monsters and everything. It has the super shotgun, you know. A lot of good stuff about Doom 2, but it ain't Doom 1. It's not, yeah, it doesn't have the sense of like atmosphere that Doom 1 has. BTTV plainly sucks. What's BTTV? I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's these things. This is what I was hearing. Yeah, I think Adamine mentioned that earlier. What does that activate? Mystery activation. Oh. I want a rocket launcher or something right now. I was doing all good and then can't figure out where the frickin'... I like this area, by the way. Very good ending area. Can't figure out how to pick out the friggin' Megasphere. It's gonna kill me too. Oh, I saw through this area earlier. So this connects back up to sort of where the beginning was. Very nice. I love this room, by the way. I said that before, but I don't care, I'll say it again. Oh my god, what? What is that red you see right below your gun? I don't know. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, what? No. There's... Oh. The archvile that we saw at the beginning of the map just killed himself, I guess. Given that I started this map with like a whole bunch of health, I'm very happy to find health scattered everywhere. Alright, this is when I started having health problems. Yeah, I mean, Doom was never about continuity, but the thing is, like, there's kind of a story there. I don't know. In the original Doom, even if they don't say that it's there, I feel like it's there. It's not completely coherent or anything, but I think it exists. All right. Despite not figuring out how to pick up the Megasphere, I think I'm actually gonna be okay. You know, it gets fucking depressing when archviles kill themselves. Yep. Yeah, nothing is ever as it seems here. Oh. I even know about this room. I'm sure I've been in here before. It kind of sucks that I lost health here. This is a whole nother area I either have never been to before or just completely forgot. I think I've been here before. I just forgot about it because it seems totally optional. Oh god, this reminds me of Wood Prison actually. His other map. It's like really hard to see, and he's using the suit as like visibility or something. Oh yeah, okay, that's where this is. I just never went through this door for whatever reason, which is kind of strange. I don't know why. I just admired the door and never actually went through it. Pretty sure I have to exit. Did one of these open up? Well, that's interesting. Yeah, so we've been through this map as much as I feel like being through this map anyway. Never figured that out. I guess it'll remain a mystery. Well, hopefully I can at least get through map 4 and 5. 4 is really short. 5 is longer, so we'll see. Yeah, and this is where it activated that. I didn't really know what that did. This went down there. This is what happens when you try and backtrack, and that opened us up, okay. Alright, I'm at 69% health, so I guess you can't really ask for anything more. I've never actually played Doom 3, by the way. I don't think I had the PC to run it when it came out. I also just think, like, even at the time I was kind of a snob about, like, why can't you have the original designers working on it, you know? At the time I was aware of Tom Holland, John Romero, so I was like, why didn't and Sandy Peterson? I was like, why aren't they working on this? I didn't understand how the game industry worked at that point. I missed so many secrets. That kills me. I don't know. One day I'm gonna go back and just scour the map. See if I can find those secrets. Okay, here's Death from Above. I made a video about this about this level, so. Turn it down a little bit. This starts out feeling kind of like a generic Doom map. Lots of brown. Then there's this mystery switch here, which I did not see the first time I played through this. A lot of like hidden switches. I mean, if you're actually looking at it, you know, you can be like, oh, what's this? But there are a lot of details, and you know, like this kind of looks like a switch. So I guess it's, I don't know. There isn't very many places to go, so I guess you find it eventually, but, you know, whatever. I would label it more, but it is what it is. I like this map a lot, though. So you're running from a cyber demon this entire map, and there's a lot of areas that are just off to the side. This is a very kind of artsy map. Let's get this secret over here. Yeah. Oh, I totally missed these. Oh, nope. Got it. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I wonder if I could have gotten over there. Oh, right. Oh, God, no. Oh, why? Why, God, why? Okay. It's easy to get caught up in that. This is where I'm supposed to go. You can tell by where there's that little indentation. I don't know where the cyber demon is now. He must have warped. He warps around and follows you around, so if you kill him once, he's dead. I really don't want to fight this Baron, though. I don't have, like, lots of extra ammo. And in fact, having this... God damn it. Now you see how the Doom engine works. You just fucking slide around. Whoa. Holy shit, I warped all the way over here. Wow, I didn't even know you could do that. I'm much further in the map right now. So let's actually go back. I didn't know if he's, like, meant for you to break the map like this. I love this, like... This is the kind of, like... everything is going wrong kind of setup. I'm going backwards through this, which kind of makes it strange. Yeah, I can't actually go through there. Okay, well, let's do something here. I didn't even know that you could do that. That is so strange. I warped ahead in the map. That is what happened. If you just, like, move over here, you just, like, what's this one? Oh. This one warps you here. Okay, this is where I was going before. Oh. What? I never saw the switch, but I don't think I can... I'm not sure how to actually... Oh. I just activated it. Not sure what that does, though. I do want that. Oh, what is this? There's all these secrets in this map that I don't know about. Okay, I already activated that. You kind of like the non-default sounds? Yeah, they're weird. Look at this, like it looks like weird teeth or something. Look at all these details. There are all these extraneous areas here you can't really go to them. Here's the 3D bridge. But it's kind of amazing, the idea that I can just be like, oops, I fell. Oh shit, I'm already skipped this entire section. I mean, I guess I see why he did it that way, but I don't think that's actually intentional, which makes me a little sad. Okay, so this is the intended path here. You have to do tedious doom movement. Avoid getting splattered by rockets. It's kind of a weird, like, Bugs Bunny type thing. I don't know, it's weird. And then I have to, like, oh no, don't kill me. And I totally missed that, and I'm almost dead. And then the guy spawns up here. And then he spawns up here. The guy just, the cyber demon just follows you around. These are all the city levels. Like, they're all, I don't know, it takes a while for I think it takes a while for the narrative to develop. It has to develop over 32 levels, but things are getting stranger. You know, they were kind of disturbing and dark and disturbing, and now they become... There's still this, like, you know, city theming with these dark, kind of gray, slabby, and a lot of brown on this map areas, but now it's kind of like a lot more action-packed. You're running from this cyber demon who's trying to splatter you. Maybe it is intentional to, like, that you could shortcut this guy. I really don't know. I'm not gonna... I love that crushing ceiling there. Alright. So now we went the proper path, so I feel... Yeah, if you kill him, the level does become much easier. You just don't have a lot of ammo at this point. There might have been some secrets in previous maps. It is kind of nice, though. Yeah, this is where I warped to earlier, and now he's warped up here. I don't think he would have warped here if I had... I love this area over here. I don't know if it's possible to go over here. There are guards over here, but... This is what I mean by all this extraneous detail. Somebody compared this to, like, the movie Metropolis, which is a really weird but really interesting comparison. I think they also compared it to the game Cult, the Temple of Flying Saucers. Another pretty obscure game, really beautiful game. It's a French game for Amiga and DOS. Yeah, I've been meaning to play through it sometime. I love this. Yeah, now he just warps around here. Let's try and not get splattered, and we failed. This is the part of the narrative where it felt like it became explicit, where you're being fucked around by some malevolent force. Yeah, I feel like that's a good summary. Here's the upside down cross. It's Satan. I don't know. Maybe I didn't listen to enough metal albums, but the upside down cross thing kind of always struck me as, like, funny. I never really... I don't know. I don't think I had a strong enough... I grew up Christian, but... I grew up, like, in the liberal Christianity church, so... I didn't grow up with, like, super conservative. So, like, some of the anti-Christian stuff maybe doesn't speak as much to me. This is takes a little bit to figure out here. Oh yeah, this thing crushes him. You see it glitching there. I totally forgot that these crushers activate. So our foe is finally taken care of, eventually. I have to wait a while for him to actually get completely crushed. And I can't get through here, so I do have to do this, like, tricky navigation here. And past the part in the hallway. And here's something. We'll see it come back actually 2 maps after this. Now we can't go back. Wait, am I stuck? No way am I what? I've never had this happen before. Am I... This is bizarre. Yeah, I've never seen this happen. Maybe it's because I, like, sequence broke. Oh! It's one of those. Okay. So, yeah, this just seems like a normal hallway, right? The wall didn't blow up. That's weird. Usually the wall blows up and kills you. It didn't work that time. That's the problem with, like, Doom scripting, I guess. It's hard to get it to be predictable, and there's a lot of this kind of stuff going on. Okay, we'll play through one more level here. This map really starts off seeming like kind of like one of those ugly like mid-90s Doom maps that people are trying to make like realistic environments, and then it gets weird, and I think that's one of the things I like about it. Oh my god, that's silly. This is the exit area. It's like a train yard. So we'll come back here again. But in the meantime, how many levels are there? It's a megawatt, so 32. 30, the 2 secret levels are optional. But like I said, he does stairs really well. You don't really know what you're going down into here. These like gray switches. It's like an office or something. This looks like some kind of apartment or barracks or something. Which would go with like maybe like the World War II theme. This is like Soviet era architecture, you know, I don't know. This is the kind of thing that like anyone who is a experienced level designer would tell you not to do. Just make little rooms with guys in them. This is like what people would do on their Wolfenstein levels all the time, and I'd always be like, oh, this is so boring. Why would you just have a bunch of rooms with nothing in them? There are a few details in these rooms, though. This is actually... I need to activate by hitting the Jesus picture. Wait. Oh, what did I activate? Oh, maybe it's over here. There's so much stuff going on, I never remember. Oh, God. That took me by surprise completely. Is there a way to not die in this room? Yeah. So a hole gets blown in the wall and I have to activate that to... Man, this megawatt I was working on, I thought I had a good idea to make the beds / pillows / covers look 3D. It turns out I was 4 years behind. Oh, don't worry about it. I mean, like, the thing is, like, okay, like, it's been done before. There are so many Doom megawatts. It's hard to find one that doesn't, you know, use a particular idea, you know, that you've seen before. There's just so many Doom wads out there. Oh yeah, these pillows are like... I didn't notice that, but these pillows are like stairs, whereas the other pillows are like weird and lumpy. That's kind of cool. So this opens this up. What these pictures are, they look like pictures of switches. Like, I don't know it. See, this is why I would wish the person who made this could speak English so I could, like, know what the hell, like, these things are references to. This map kind of is more linear, and it reminds me in places of Half-Life 1. Again, I'll put the link to Robert Yang's Half-Life 1 level design stream at the end of this level. This is probably the last level I'll play through for now. But Half-Life 1 has a lot of good linear narrative storytelling kind of stuff. You walk down a hallway and something scripted and unexpected happens, and obviously here it's limited by the engine. I don't know what this actually means, but I'm assuming it's baloney. I'm going to assume that these are packages of baloney. But it has a lot of this. You sort of proceed. In Half-Life 1, it's usually a linear path, and after this initial area, it will become a lot more linear here. This, like, blue area hurts you, by the way. Oh, wait, isn't... I think I'm confusing this with something else. I just don't want to fight this. Yeah, no, it does hurt you. It's like a sauna or something? Who knows? The moaning noises, I think, are just the monster noises. They're just like the replacement for the monster noises. I think, like, I'm not gonna say I know completely, but I feel like what they did is they just replaced all the monster noises with that noise, because there's a different ones, you know. Because I don't feel like I've heard the usual monster noises here. So they're all, it's like they're all like one big horde or something instead of like, you know, unique demon spawn. Here's another weird, yeah, you sort of have to see to that glow. I mean, at least it's glowing, but that's a pretty hard one to spot. Then on the other side is the switch. We can finally go in here and activate the switch. So a lot of like circuitous routes. Here's another like classroom or something. I don't know what this is. Reception area. Dining hall, maybe? Study area? I don't know. I love it whenever they do this with lights. These are good details in the ceiling, too. This is where the map starts to open up and you're kind of walking out. You're kind of done. Like, after this is like... This is really the end of this map. It's really the end of the more kind of realistic, quote-unquote, settings. I would love to get up there to get that armor sometime. I'm gonna be smart. Oh, no, I still can't do that. Oh, yes I can. Just have to run at the right angle. Okay. That was smart. There are 8 other secrets. I'm sure I'll probably only get like 1 or 2 of the other ones. I miss secrets so much. Okay, so that's where I'm supposed to go. Wait, no, that's where I came from. This is where I'm supposed to go. There are a few doors here, though. Yeah, okay, I can't go any of them now. Except for this one. Yeah, you're not really supposed to jump, at least not on boom. This is like a boom compat. I don't know why it lets me jump, actually, because I have it on boom compatibility mode. Unless I forgot something. There we go. I don't know why it wasn't going down. Go up the stairs. Oh, I love this. This WUD, I'm just gonna say it has the best stairs. Just so many good uses of stairs. Alright. Now we're going to, oh, damn it. We're going to a room that I like. A couple, this is like maybe my favorite couple rooms in the first few maps here. Oh god. Alright. This is one thing I like about this room right here. Once I kill this guy. You could just climb up these things. I don't know. I just really like that. I like just having geometry that you can just like slide up like that. How do I actually get... Oh. That is how to do that. There we go. Getting... Oh. Not paying attention. Oh god. Was not ready for that. I knew this thing goes down fast, but... Alright, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. It's gonna happen. Oh, I see. I just have to go... So I have to go through here. Okay. Save. There we go. Now let's pick these up before I pick that up. Ramp. So in a normal Doom mod, this wouldn't be particularly unusual. This actually looks like much more like an area in a typical Doom mod. But the way that the space is navigated, the fact that this thing is in the center, and it kind of just appears like you haven't really seen areas like this in the previous maps for the most part. I just really like that about this area. And the next room is really good too. If I can get up here, I'm in a good clip. I don't care. I'm just tired of doing that. Okay. And yeah, now this goes way down here. Just sends you directly into a pit. Every little thing that you think is going to work for you in this, like, you know, that you think is going to deliver you to something good, just does the opposite of what you expect it to do. You don't expect to just be pushed down in this pit. Like, nothing ever seems to work quite right in this. I love this part here. This is one of the reasons why it's my favorite room. Aha. And now this opens up this like little room over here, which I'm gonna miss because I suck. Is there a good free program for making Doom MIDIs? I mean, you'll have to ask. I think like Anvil Studio is honestly like, I mean, it's old. That's what I used years ago. There must be something else, but I mean, it's, yeah, whatever program you use to make MIDIs. I mean, like, I think a lot of like modern you know, DAWs, digital audio workstations, will export MIDIs, and then so you can sequence them there, and then maybe set the instrument somewhere else, and then import them into Doom. Like, I know Reason will do that. I think Ableton will too. But I don't know if there's like a good, just basic free program outside of like, you know, some of that old shit. This hallway, or this little door, I didn't really remember. Okay. So, the madness continues here. I hope James isn't mad at me for streaming this by myself. I just wanted to do it, and like, not all the videos of his are online. Like, he never uploaded the full thing, and I think you should go and watch like me playing through with James, because there's more conversation and stuff going on, and a few different people come on, not just me. So it's definitely worth watching. I'll probably link to it. Yeah, I don't know like what happened to the other videos in that series. This area reminds me of Half-Life 1 for some reason. Just, oh, that switch on that door. What did that even do? Oh. Very sneaky. This is this train yard. Oh my god. Train yard area that we're going to be at the end of the map. Alright, I think there's a couple revenants here. I like this area here. I love these textures. There's a lot more texture variation all of a sudden here. There's just so many programs for making things for Doom. I'm sure there's simple MIDI making programs out there, like really simple stripped down ones. But I mean, I think the primary reason why so many shooty switches in here. Again, like, I love this. It's hard to even talk about all the little details here, but I love this area here. There's even little subtle stuff like, okay, oh, god damn it. Health. Okay. So you see, like, all these wires that are only seem to exist in that room. And this texture, which is kind of like blown out looking. This lighting right here, it kind of, you know, gradually steps down. And also, like, these little subtle things, like, yeah, the light comes from these lights. I'm not necessarily a person who's like, a light has to come from a light source, but also the way that this hallway is, like, rounded right here is really nice. It kind of, you look at this and it, like, you know, this is showing me that whatever is right here is important. And you don't necessarily think about these details when you're playing through, you know, how there's a lot of work just in a very specific little thing. But I think partly because these rooms are kind of empty feeling, that's kind of what makes this stand out all of a sudden. I love it whenever you have to hit the eye. This is like an altar. Like, it's there will be a lot of things like this coming up in the WAD in general. So this activates a staircase here. And I can use it to jump down there if I want to, but I'm gonna have to go down that way anyway. Or maybe not. I honestly don't remember. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Fun. These, like, indented doors here. I love it. So these are, like, it's using, like, a bunch of different lines to make one door and just aligning the textures correctly so it looks like a door. Nope. Not doing that. Whatever. What else is going on? I like how these potions are like what activate this new area. Okay. I don't know if that just sends me here. This seems to be important. Right, okay, no, I actually do have to go here. I remember that area. So let's go over here just to make sure. Oh yeah, okay, this is where the staircase leads me. By the way, nice staircase again, like, just by alternating between these two textures and having a narrow hallway, it kind of creates a weird visual effect here. Yeah, like, okay, so this is a detail that you do actually see a lot in modern Doom WADs. It's kind of a cool detail. A lot of, like, labor-intensive detail, like that kind of stuff is... It's not unique to this WAD by any means, but something like this, like, weirdly indented door, or like these stairs, or like I can't really go back to the area anymore, but like that altar area that we went to before, those are all details that are kind of unusual. The fact that these textures alternate too, like there are 4 different textures, it's like a weird layer cake here. People don't generally do that a lot. I think people tend to think it looks weird. It definitely gives this like this WOD character, because they're trying to go with this like general theme, but they're trying to use whatever textures they have, and this makes it visually pop more, you know. This is a texture from Dark Forces, I think. And these staircases, even though this area is like all kind of fucked up industrial, these staircases are oddly fancy looking. This is another kind of detail. Like, you might see a staircase like this in a lot of other Doom WODs, but you would see it in like a hell level or like a palace area. You wouldn't see it in this like fucked up industrial area. So that's kind of what distinguishes this here. Like, there is an ambush here. I think I just shortcutted it by taking that secret. I don't know if this is even a secret. Oh, yes, it is. Okay. Because these guys, yeah, these guys get sent out here. So yes, there is an ambush here. It actually does what you expect it to do. I have a much safer vantage point from here, though, because otherwise I'd have to be fighting these guys around on these little catwalk thingies. It'd be a pain in the ass. Like, fighting these guys right now, that kind of stuff is what happens. Thinking the candle might. Oh, thank God. Okay. These guys might get sent out when I hit the switch. I think that's when these things open up, but I already got the super shotgun through there, so I picked up 5 of 8 secrets. I don't actually know what that did. Again. No keys. Okay, there was a key in map 3. I think that's the only key that like has happened that's been used at all. That's what makes it, that's one of the things that, I don't know, like with a sort of modern awareness or whatever perspective, like it's hard to make something like this without it being, you know, from 2012 or, you know, around that era. Just because like the design language, the detailing and stuff for Doom wouldn't have quite evolved, and the community wouldn't have quite evolved to that point where someone would be inspired to make something like this. Yeah, so notice how I have no blue key, but I can open the blue key door. Like, all signs point to this being the hallway for the blue key, but I can open the door. I don't know, this is one of those things where, you know, people are like, why would you do this? Like, this is the silliest thing ever, you know? It's messing with you. I don't know, like, but it does that throughout the whole WOD. Like, you know, in Silent Hill 2, I know there's an area at the end of the game where you know, you enter through one door on one side of the, like, this hotel, and then you come out on another side. There's like a lot of that stuff that happens. This whole WOD is kind of designed around stuff like that, where, like, you know, I feel like I need the blue key, right? No, I don't. It's a kind of a crazy secret here. Map 13 is like notorious in this world for Map 13 in this WAD. I made a video about it, but it's notorious for being like filled with like that kind of like, why would you do that stuff. All right. And the fact that like I'm playing on ultraviolence right now, I'm getting through this like pretty okay. This is like a WAD that like wants you to beat it, you know, like even though it's hard to navigate, it doesn't try to make it like fighting the enemies like really unnecessarily hard. It's actually kind of easier than normal. It does get harder, like there are more slaughtery maps, especially map 11, but I'd say that this provided you can deal with the puzzles, like this is a lot easier to complete than a lot of other Doom mods, Doom Mega WADs. Now we actually have the blue key. Yeah, who knows? And no, not going back and trying to open the blue key door again is not going to do anything. I already know that, but I can show you just for the sake of doing it. Oh, whoa. Did seem to activate this, though. I didn't even know about that. And I'm at 1% health now. You learn something new every day. Wow. I had no idea that this area existed. Maybe it expects that you'll go back here. Interesting. Well, now it's given me a view into here, which I'm probably supposed to warp to in some way. But yeah, I mean, outside of that strange area that just spawned in, like, it makes no difference that I have the blue key and I'm over here. Yeah, map 13, I've said it before, is like my favorite or one of my favorite maps in this set, and it's the one that irritates people the most. Or one of the ones anyway. I'm so dead right now. Okay, well, maybe this is good that I didn't save at that area. I am gonna go back just cause. Oh, wrong area. I'm just wondering if most Doom mods take into consideration in teaching you how to play. I mean, I can understand probably no one's gonna play Doom without. No. I mean, some might. I don't really think that's the thing that most people think about. It's fan WADs, you know, like people are making it with the, oh, well, that's great. Making it with the familiarity of having played the game a billion times. Wow. If they had included a simple, you know what would have made the game so much easier for mappers if they included a simple color palette of textures, so I can just make things red, blue, or whatever instead of trying to fumble with default textures. Yes, I 100% agree with that, because then you have to import your own color swap version. There's a limited amount of space, and you don't get to mess with it in the game. Like, as somebody who's made something with a tool my friend made, where I could import one texture and change the RGB on every single texture that was awesome because I could use a very limited palette of textures and still get a lot of different like effects. And yeah, it really sucks that you can't do that here. That would have been a really nice thing. I don't know, maybe there was some kind of engine limitations, or just, I don't know, maybe they just forgot to do that. You might be able to do that with like Z-Doom. I really don't know. But I completely agree with that. Aha. That's the only way I can get in. Oh, yeah, and here's the little bodega. I like the bodega here. Adamine says, my favorite maps are 5, 11, 12, 13, 15. That's interesting that you like map 12. I know, I actually, this guy Brendan Vance that, who wrote this big epic piece about my game Problematic, I got him to play through Alt. Because I was like, if you can stand playing through a Doom WAD, you might like some of this, you know, stuff that's going on here. He said he hated map 12, like it almost made him quit. I think it was just the difficulty, but yeah, he absolutely hates map 12, so it's interesting to see someone say it as one of their favorites. I think map 13 and 22 are my favorites in all, and I did videos about both of them already, so. 22 is by Bwin, who did oh god, who's shooting at me? That map in Sacrament that I also did a video on, Controlled System. The final map 13 in Sacrament. Alright, so we're coming up on the end, and I'm going to stop after this because it's been almost 2.5 hours. Plenty of time. I love the difficulty. It changes the pace of the comments so much in that map. Plus, I love the music. Oh, it's Escape from New York theme by John Carpenter. Nice. I need to watch that movie. Oh, so these little windows we can see back here now. That's kind of neat. This reminded me of a map in Counter-Strike, actually. Maybe it's just that there's a train yard map in Counter-Strike. There's a lot of like Half-Life and 1 and 2 and Counter-Strike things that some of these early maps remind me of. I mean, I would assume that a lot of people who would be doing stuff with Doom would have played. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they had played any of that stuff, because it's pretty well known. I never really gone over here on this map, so okay, this is the other side, yeah. Just waiting at the train station. You got the benches. Try not to get hit by fireballs. And fail at that. Oh, okay. I almost killed everyone. Almost. I still hear some monsters, though. So here we're basically at the end. What's in the train carts? We're about to find out. This also reminds me of the secret exit in map 3, episode 3, map 6 of Doom 1. I don't know what's over there. What's over there? Huh. I don't think I've been to that room that's over there. Yeah, I've not been in that room. I totally have been in that room. I don't know why parts of it don't appear. Anyway, spoiler, not really. The exit is right up here. I have a map. No. No, he's talking about Problematic, the game that I made like 3 years ago. I need to do more stuff, but no, Brendan Vance, who I got to play through Alt, did a video on Problematic. I actually met him because of that like video review that he wrote. Didn't know him before that, but anyway, those are the first 5 levels of Alt. Thanks for tuning in. I'll probably do more later. I might take a break from this and finish up the like Japanese Doom WOD. I might stream something that's not Doom, because I've been meaning to have like a YouTube review sort of channel, and it would be nice to like stream some of the playthroughs and then, you know, use that footage from the playthroughs in the review and edit that. But thanks for tuning in. A lot of people seem to watch this, so I'm happy about that. The video will presumably be on YouTube. Can you link the game you made? Yeah. Oh, and let me link Robert Yang's YouTube, or okay, so this is Robert Yang's Half-Life 1's commentary stream. And then I don't know, Problematic is like a lot of places. You can probably find a version that's not embedded, but oh, I need to update Flash. Oh, okay. Sorry. That's a link to Problematic. There was something else that I made reference to that I forgot about, but well, thank you, Out of Mine. The people, it seems like with that game, like I should have just moved on and made more stuff. I don't know why. But anyway, like a few people are really obsessed with that. Yeah, it's hard to figure out how to full screen. I know that. Here's another link. Actually, I'm not sure if this is the correct link. So I'm sorry if this is wrong, but this is just the link to the Shockwave Flash file. I might have typed the link wrong, so if I did, I'm sorry. But that should be full screen, or relatively full screen. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. A lot of people came. Exciting. I hope everyone has good holidays. I'm kind of doing this to distract myself. I'm trying to get into doing other stuff too, because I'm feeling weird about obsessing about the same stuff over and over again. But I applied to school. I applied to the NYU Game Center for graduate games program. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. But yeah, I'll be back. You can listen to this Fatboy Slim MIDI right now, right here, 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 right. Yeah. All right. Um, yeah, thanks for stopping by. I'll probably try and stream maybe tomorrow, even at least sometime this week. Not really doing much over the holidays. So, anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a wonderful evening.